Alright, welcome back. Gonna do a little night rip. I got the headlights put on. I think I got the switch for the headlights right here on this one. I think I pushed back. Could be forward. Yep, forward. So, and then I got the single headlight and the tail light put on my limitless. So I'm going to give it a rip outside and see if there's enough light, if I could see it, and see if this is going to work for drag racing with a single light, or do I need to add more light. So stay tuned for that. We'll be right back. All right, let's give this limitless a try. I did up the brakes in it. I think I went to 70%. Just want to make sure that I don't have a wheel nut loose. Must just be the phone slipping a little bit. I did bring it doesn't have, rear wheels are not driving. So I will have to look into that. Something must have happened on the crash, or maybe the drive shaft fell off or sheared or broke the rear diff. I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna just run this one. I want to see the distance. Even though it's front wheel drive, at least we could see the distance. Wow, there is a ton of cars out here, all from the same house, with all these lights on. Man, and there's another car coming. I figure late at night would have been the perfect time, but apparently not. So I could see that tail light pretty good. I think there's another car coming behind me. There's just cars everywhere. Oh yeah, I could see that way down there. And I could see the single headlight. Yeah, that's gonna work out good. I'm gonna have to look to see why. Oh, I could see that down there. Really good. Now it's got me curious on why the rear's not driving. Maybe that's why I ended up hitting the bush. More cars. But wow, blasting music at 11 o'clock at night. But there we go, guys. I'm going to continue this when I pull the back apart and find out why I have no rear drive on the Limitless. So we'll see you in a bit. All right, we're back inside. So as you see, here's the rear, turning the rear, and it broke the spool. The spool is literally broken right there. So I'm going to pop it apart and see if I can repair it. But I have a feeling that's why I couldn't control this RC at the drag event. So I literally lost rear drive, and it bent the rear drive shaft. So this car hasn't been apart in a long time, but there you go. That's what's going on. It's not moving the front. There's the front. There's the rear. So I only had front wheel drive. So that's probably what was going on. So I'm going to pop apart this EMP diff and see what's going on. But all that power eventually I think ended up breaking. This will be the second EMP spool if this spool is broken. Wow, it literally rounded it off. It won't even come out. Won't go in or out. Here's the other EMP. As you see, I sheared the shaft right off of this one. And that's about what was going to happen to this spool. This shaft was about to shear off. That's back in. Nope, just popping the bearing forward. So, another EMP spool done. And all this stuff was red Loctite, but it literally stripped this rear out, and it looks like it's been going on for a while. As you see, I put grub screws on both sides and it's got red Loctite in it. So I'm gonna have to get another spool put together and we'll be right back. But you can see the metal everywhere on this thing. And this rear drive shaft is bent now. So I am gonna throw in better drive shafts from my guy Game Changer RC. And then, wow. It literally has been tearing up these mounts. That's crazy. Well, there we go, guys. We know what's going on. My spool is broken. This won't come on or off. So, drag racing, probably little too much load. And finally broke something. But I'm going to go ahead and we're going to get this thing fixed up, and it should be a rocket ship again. All right. So, what I've done is I got a whole new different gear, but I got a limitless spool set up with the shims and everything that that I need, and I'm test fitting. I did clean this out. This motor mount got a little damaged on this edge, and I remember when that happened, but basically, see, there seems to be a little too much play that way. But that's okay, because it doesn't come out of the gear I have centered here. Which, that's okay. I don't mind that play, forward and back, as long as I'm not tight against these motor mounts. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and Loctite all my hardware now that I know that it's okay. Be right back. Alright, so here's blue. We're going to use red. Let me get this opened up. So, I'm going to take this bolt out. Bolt. This is the long grub screw. I'm going to put some thread locker on there and stick it back in. Locking that one in. Grab my other wrench. That's not the side I took off. This is the side I took off. I only took one side off. Tightening those down. Making sure they're tight. There we go. That bearing's got a little something in there. All the metal shavings on that bearing from when it broke the other spool. It's a lot of metal. shielded bearings. I went ahead and cleaned it, but I sprayed it with brake clean. So now I'm just putting the oil back in that bearing. Cover back on. And get this locked into my 8mm drive shafts now, since I replaced both drive shafts. Oh, the back fell out. Just my luck. Come on. Wow, look at all the dirt that got in there. That is a lot of dirt from when it crashed. Oh, that was too much. Too much, too quick. But I should replace this front with aluminum. And I should change out these braces with aluminum. Now I have drive. I have drive on all wheels, which is awesome. So I'm gonna let the Loctite dry and put the whole RC back together. But there we go. I do always keep extra spools. just in case I have situations like that. So got it fixed, and I'm gonna get it back together and we'll get some testing. But that's gonna finish this this repair, and we will see you guys on my next video. Thanks for watching.